Good morning, Susan Hamilton here, Chief Executive Officer of OffBeat Business Media, coming to you from my kitchen. Just came in the house after Success North Dallas this morning, one of the premier networking groups that I always like to give a plug to and make sure I'm letting everyone know where you can get really great information. This morning's speaker was Jackie Pick, the COO of National Center for Policy Analysis, helping understand the real discussion behind fracking, natural gas, oil, transportation, and some of the things that we're hearing in a very biased nature through traditional news media. But you probably knew all that because the preferred place for business information is the internet. And that's why OffBeat Business Media and OffBeat Business Media Network leverages digital media. That's why we teach you to do it. It's so important. This is where real information lies, but you still got to filter through what you're going to believe, because there's a lot of information out there that has nothing to do with your progress or the progress of our nation. And we have a great nation, the United States of America, and our businesses need to be strong. So with that, I wanted to share with you what's going on with our magazine, because last night we had our very first OffBeat Business Media Mixer of the year, highly successful, great turnout, and we were able to share our versions of the OffBeat Business Magazine. And so inevitably people page through it and they go, wow, this is beautiful. And for that, let me shout out to our photographer, Scott Peak, scottpeakphotography.com. He does the headshots, he does cover shots, he does our studio shots. He does a fantastic job of making sure that we look awesome and that all of our sponsors look awesome. And he took this fabulous picture of Jeff Parkerson, who graced the cover of our very first edition that took us 4 months to actually produce. It is very different going from digital to print copies. And for that, I want to shout out to Scott Alberts of Alberts Illustration and Design out of Wisconsin, making sure that the art direction inside this magazine is just beautiful. I mean, from page to page, everything inside of our magazine, we are so proud of. The wisdom that we get to share in here is quite amazing. And that's what sets us apart, friends, because you will find lifestyle magazines, you'll find community magazines, but we are one of the few magazines that I call information marketing. This is where one business owner shares something that's working for them with other business owners, and it has the same effect and the same idea as effective networking does, where you are learning from another business mind something that helps you become better. All of us are great at something, and when we start sharing our brilliance, we become elevated in the eyes of our consumer. And because it's one thing to be operating and functioning and marketing in a B2C environment, but when you recognize that other business owners are your largest referral base, you'll start seeing how important it is to shine yourself up for other business owners and start building those alliances and those relationships. Because they will continue to refer you over and over and over again. Because business owners who understand what it means to do business in community and grow their business understand being a resource is of primary importance. And when somebody comes around them needing an answer, needing someone who serves in some way, a business owner who gets this wants to be the one that says, you know what, I have names for you. I have resources for you. I want to help. And this is a great way to make sure you're showcasing yourself to other business owners and sharing your brilliance in all kinds of ways. So we're all about building, rebuilding American business influence locally, nationally, and abroad. That can start when we start working smarter and we start communicating more effectively. So for a successful life in business, OffBeat Business Magazine and absolutely everything that we cover in OffBeat Business Media tools, whether it's our show, our television, our magazines, even our tweets, it's about successful life in business. So you're going to hear some health information. You're going to hear some public school information. As a matter of fact, the stories inside this particular magazine, and then you'll find it inside the OffBeat Business app, we talk about Village Tech Schools. The premier charter school, making a huge difference. You know, a lot of times in public schools today, a lot of us are seeing this and complaining that they want to levelize everybody. Anyone that doesn't meet this particular criteria, they want to get them on ADHD medication. It's time to, make sure they're all reading at this one level, or they're all participating in this one level. We're not doing a whole lot with arts, we're not doing a whole lot of with physical education, and it's very different from when you and I went to school. But when you look at what Village Tech School is doing, it's it's fantastic. They're helping each one of these kids. I've met these kids. I've seen them. I've seen them in action. I've seen them orate. They are quite capable and confident and creative to come up with solutions to problems that they see and solutions to problems that they're presented with. And they think differently. They think wiser. And I believe they are the future of public schools. And you can learn about how that even came into being in the pages of the OffBeat Business Magazine. And if you don't have your hands on a tangible copy, you can get that information in the OffBeat Business app and learn about it when you go under the magazine button. Until next time, friends, I wanted to just give a shout out to you about our magazine, which I'm very, very proud of. So thrilled for our contributors, and we've got brand new incentives for our contributors this year. So make sure that you have downloaded our app. Make sure if you are an OBA member, you've updated your membership profile so people can find you, and so that you are eligible for all the incentives that we have this year. You'll find them all at offbeatbusiness.com. Until next time, that's your OBA update for today.